Learn about a country every day. Peru. Peru is located on the west coast of South America. It borders 5 countries. The nation is divided into 24 administrative regions. Each region has its own flag and emblem. Its total area covers 1.285 million square kilometers. The capital and largest city, Lima, sits on the west coast. Other major cities include Arequipa in the southern highlands, and the northern coastal city of Trujillo. Peru has few offshore islands. The largest is the San Lorenzo Islands near Lima. Geographically, Peru can be divided into 3 broad regions: the desert coast in the west, the Andes Mountains in the center, and the Amazon rainforest in the east. Although Peru's inland is lush, over half the population lives along the desert coast. The Lima metropolitan area alone houses over 10 million residents. While the Amazon rainforest covers 60% of the land, only about 10% of the population resides there. Naturally, Peru's road network follows this population pattern. This means many remote inland areas, like Iquitos, the capital of Loreto region, have no road access. Travel depends solely on air or boat transport. You might wonder, why is the west coast a desert despite bordering the ocean? There are 2 primary reasons. First, the towering Andes Mountains block moisture from the east, causing drought in the west through rain-shadow effect. Secondly, the Humboldt Current, a cold oceanic flow from Antarctica to the equator, lowers temperatures and reduces rain along the Pacific coast. Lima is famously rainless. It never rains here throughout the year. Snow is utterly unheard of. Yet this dry desert coast can sometimes be called humid. That may sound strange. Beyond reducing precipitation, the temperature contrast between the cold current and the air generates thick fog in this region. During these periods, Lima's residents set up hundreds of nets to harvest an unexpected resource: dense fog. Vertical nets capture fog droplets, which condense into liquid water and flow into storage tanks. This remarkably simple technology provides vital water for local communities. With rivers also flowing through this area, this seemingly arid desert coast supports over 50% of Peru's population. Next, the Andean Highlands, Peru's highest altitude zone, contain Huascarán, the country's tallest peak. Not far south lies Lake Titicaca, shared with Bolivia. It is Peru's largest lake, South America's biggest freshwater lake, and the world's highest navigable lake. The Andean region spans about 30% of Peru's territory. It nurtures over 1/3 of the indigenous population, and gives birth to the mighty Amazon River. Notably, prolonged adaptation to high altitude, low oxygen conditions, has increased oxygen carrying capacity in indigenous people's red blood cells. This physiological trait grants Andeans exceptional endurance and stamina. Moreover, Peru's position on the Pacific Ring of Fire makes it highly vulnerable to earthquakes and volcanic activity. Frequent geological activity also creates rich mineral deposits. As a biodiversity haven, Peru hosts 18.1% of the world's bird species. Only Colombia surpasses this number. A lesser-known fact: the potatoes we know today originated in Peru, with over 4,000 varieties found here. Demographically, Peru has around 34 million people, making it the 4th most populous nation in South America. About 60% are mestizo, 25% are indigenous peoples. The largest indigenous groups include Quechua and Aymara. Whites make up about 6%, blacks 4%, and Asians 3%. Spanish is the official language, with regional use of Quechua, Aymara, and 30+ other indigenous languages. As the heartland of the historic Inca Empire, Inca civilization alongside Maya and Aztec forms the 3 great indigenous civilizations of the Americas. Today, Peru is a rapidly growing South American country, with a unique culture and rich natural resources.